I hope that's working. Okay. Fingers crossed, folks. Fingers crossed. Okay, let's do this. Nice, okay. Let's see if I can do something a little different. Oh, there we go. I was like, I feel like I'm abnormally dark today. It's because my Cintique's in the way. Oh, perfect. Nice. Okay, so for now, we'll just sit here for a second. Nice. Welcome, guys. Give me a second while I try to figure out my my chat, because this is the first time that I'm using like an actual thing to do it with. Let's see. Oops. Sorry, guys. Yikes. What is? See if I can. Nope. Fun. Okay, cool. The fact that you thought that that's what that was, it just is so funny to me. Nice. Okay. I think I got it now. We'll see though. This thing is so heavy when you have to push it. Okay. We got it. We're good. We're solid. So welcome, guys. I'm working on the 30-second page of Mob Complex. It's a really intense scene. and it hasn't come out yet, so this is why it's top secret. That's why it's secret stream. Oh, you're right, it does. Because, like, if you tilt your head, his wrist looks like a back. That makes more sense. I, like, sat there and I tried to figure it out, and I was like, what are you talking about? It's, yeah, no, it's his hand. You are correct. Oh, that's so silly. Okay, let's see. And just double checking, for you guys, the music is only like lo-fi streaming music, right? Like there's no like copyright music playing over the top of it right now. Yeah, yeah, I see it. I see it. You are correct. Okay, cool. Cool. That means that I can actually play my music over the top of the copyright free music, which is nice. Okay, solid. Thanks, guys. You guys are the best. Precious little beans. Okay, here we go. Yeah, so it's a really intense page. It's gonna be interesting, but it's the newest one that I'm working on, and to motivate myself to work on it, I'm doing a stream. So that, and to figure out like more settings for streaming and whatnot. Because I want to make sure that I have good settings for the future when I want to do more streams. So I figured a surprise stream might be our best option. And I finally got my face cam to work. So that's, you know, that's a bonus. So what have you guys been up to recently? Just chilling. Anything fun over the weekend, beginning of week-ish era? Stuff and things. Stuff and things is always fun. Stuff and things is always fun. Let me see if I can... I want to like work around this thing without it being too like in the way, you know? I'm debating if that's even an option. There we go. Okay. So I think I'm solid. I think I've got this. Stuff and things and stuff. You guys are just, you're so sassy. I'm trying here. I'm trying really hard. I'm being a good child, and I'm making all that. I'm not a child, just FYI. I would like to preface that I am not a child. I call myself a child, but that's only because I have the mentality of one, so. Okay, so just hanging out until now. Cool. Oh, I'm trying to find a good place to like figure out this panel, you know? Like, it's taken me so long. I'm gonna give you guys a little sneak preview, by the way. Thanks, as a thank you for showing up. I'm gonna do... this little one. Yeah, there we go. So that's the previous page. It's looking very aesthetically pleasing in my own opinion. It's very moody, and I like it a lot. So that's really nice. I should probably, eventually I'll move my light, because the Cintiq does definitely block all of it, because like normally I'm supposed to look like that. Nice and well lit, and instead I'm like, ooh, spooky. Yeah. Oh, I think I need to do more... I don't know. Oh, I forgot the rain in the fourth panel. That's a good catch. I'm glad I went back to it. Oh, good. Okay. So fun fact, I found a water rain brush that I really like, which is super nice because now I don't have to like do a ton of different stuff. Gosh, I gotta find it though. I think that's it. Yeah, I think, here we go. Found it. There we go. Okay, now the real question is, remember folks, remind me this is Rain 3-2, because I will lose it. Okay, let's think about this logically for a second. If Butch is standing on this side of the car, and in that frame, the rain's going that way. Okay. Here, car here, turned here. Let me bring this a little closer so you guys can see what I'm doing. It's like, oh, I don't know. It's, okay. If he's on that side and the rain's going down that way, then it's got to swap to the opposite side, right? So it's got to be the opposite of that. So let's find a left-facing rain. Actually, let's just find the one that's coming down from the top. I don't know if I'll be able to find the one. That's the problem. I'll just use the normal one and then I'll just kind of fix it. Let's go. Edit, transform, the horizontal. And then let's make it like less intense. There we go. That'll work. I also did a new be right back animation that I'm super proud of. It's like a dumb little animatic, but I really like it. It's super cute. But it's for whenever I need to like leave you guys for a minute and come back, I guess. And it's just super cute. It's just a little mini me walking across the screen. So ooh. Okay, how do I want to fix that? I guess kind of like that, I guess. Yeah, I think that's good. And there's a tangent here, but I don't know if I'm gonna be too concerned about that because I'm pretty sure the trunk of the car already pops up to like hide it, you know? I could be wrong. Okay. Okay. I've got most of the line work done, but I need to do the clothes on them, but I'm not entirely sure if that's like, okay. Here's my thought process, folks. I've been struggling with this page because I don't know what to dress them in. So if you guys would like to help me decide, that's great. Because these two are supposed to be important plot points for the comic for later. I'm trying to decide if I want them in police uniform or, for plot's sake, if they should just be in their civvies, in their regular clothes. So I'm trying to debate on which one would make more sense. Thoughts from anyone? I feel like I'm gonna watch this stream back and I'm gonna be like, I'm not dancing to the music, and it's gonna be because I'm dancing to the music that's playing over the top of your guys' music. So it's just gonna be like head bopping to lo-fi that doesn't. Okay, I'm gonna say that one more time for you guys. You're good. You're good. Okay, so these two in the back of the car, right? They're cops. They're important to the storyline. The thing I'm debating is for anti-plot hole reasons. Would it make more sense if they're in police clothes or in just civvies, just normal clothes? Because when people find them, to try to not get too graphic, when people find them, would it look more like an accident or like a drug deal gone wrong or something if they're in civvy clothes? Because I'm leaning towards civilian clothes, because if they are, then it would probably look more close to some sort of something or other that went wrong, you know? Like if they found them at the bottom of the river with like stuff, you know, like evidence planted in their cars and then here, you know, would that make more sense or would that make less sense than two police officers? Because I'm pretty sure that if they were in police uniform when they were taken, that there would be literally no excuse that could be used, you know? Wow, aggressive. So we're voting civilian clothes versus cop clothes. Yeah, exactly. That's my other problem, is if I put them in officer clothing, then their whole thing is going to be like, it's going to be instantaneously recognizable that they are police officers. Does that make sense? That's why I'm struggling, because logically it would be really rough on the Renaults if they were found in uniform, because anyone who, because cops tend to be a really tight-knit community. I'm trying to figure out how to say this without like triggering like YouTube terms of service or whatever. But anyway, like if cops are a very tight-knit community, and therefore if anything happens to one of their own, they go after whomever did it, right? So yeah, that's true. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Yeah, it would be a sign of like we can deal with them. You're right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'll just put them in their police uniforms. Because in the original sketch, they've got these little fancy hats on them. My problem is like drawing them over the top of the hair now. Like I can probably draw them pretty easy, but I wanted to double check. Oh, that could work too. Yeah, the text delay is probably very slow. The problem is I'm not sure if there's a way that I can like speed it up a little bit. I hope there is. I try to respond as fast as humanly possible to you guys though, because I do know that there is a major delay. So I think it's like 10 seconds worth or something like that. I want to know if there's a way to like speed it up on my stream, but I'll have to do more research in that, because every time that I did research, I haven't been able to find it just yet. I think I can do... Yeah, okay. I think it's just a thing for now. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, we got it. Okay, we got this. Okay, uniforms it is. We'll do uniforms. It'll be fine. We can work it out. And then, what else? I'm thinking we should do something fun, but I don't know what that would be. So I watched Wakanda Forever in theaters a little bit ago, and I sobbed. I liked the tribute that they did. The tribute was really nice. I felt like the climax went a little too long for me personally, just because I feel like I had a hard time feeling anxious the whole time, you know? Like I felt like the climax was getting there and getting there and getting there, and then it kept going, and it lost me in like the second half, you know? Where instead of it's like boom, here it is, boom, there it is, boom, you know, action scene. It's just like, and we've held this action scene for long enough that you're starting to feel your energy go down, you know? "74 seconds? Oh my gosh." Ripperoni. Oh, I'm so sorry. That's like a whole dang minute and a half. Well, not a minute and a half, but a minute and a little bit. A minute and 14 seconds to be precise. A minute and almost a quarter. Yeah, yeah. I feel like Shuri right now is, I'm having a problem with that movie just because, spoiler alert for anyone who doesn't know, but just because she's super depressed right now, and therefore like it's making it really hard for her to be like her usual jokey self. And that's why I got really attached to her as a character, is because she's like really good at making jokes, and like she's really intriguing the entire time, you know? So that's where I'm at. Okay. Okay, let's get these kiddos drawn in. This will work. Let's go here. I need to pull up a reference of a NYC uniform. Okay. Okay, let's get started on that. Yeah, that can stay because that's wing. That's the other hard part about like drawing these kids is or these characters, I guess. They're not kids. Sorry, I have a bad habit of calling everything kid. But that's the problem with drawing these characters is like if they have wings, I have a really hard time remembering that those are see-through. And I shouldn't erase anything underneath it. And so every so often I'll just like accidentally draw over the top of it. Okay, so I'm thinking, yeah, okay. They've got kind of this, let me put a reference over the top. Got kind of this like octagonal vibe to them, you know? And then like the brim, obviously. Okay. And then from the front, they've got like kind of a half peak in the center. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Let's go with these guys. Oh, let's go here. Actually, let's start with the cap portion, because that'll help. Needs to be a little less arced, but I'm having a bit of a struggle. Okay, it's got to go up and then over and then out. Any songs that anyone's obsessed with right now? another good question. Any songs that you refound that you are now, again, obsessed with? Because that also works. Heck yeah, face cam dropped. But this is a secret stream. We're streaming just a little bit today just because I need motivation to finish up this comic page on time, because I only have 2 days to finish it. And it's only at line arting. So I'm gonna be up at all hours of the night tonight, but I might only stream for like 2 hours ish. So that'll be the thing. But yeah, that works. And then I'm trying to debate if I'm allowed to eat on stream. Like, not professional, but like, you know. I don't know if I've heard Into the Rush. I might have, but I don't recall it. Does that make sense? Just by the name alone, I don't recognize it. If I heard it, I probably would. But Only Us is so good. Definitely. Yeah, that's one of the songs that I did recently. I'm just like on repeat. Like, for any of my animatics, I just listen on repeat to the song over and over again. So sometimes I get sick of the song afterwards, and sometimes I'm still okay. So, you know, that we'll see about that one. That one's already out. So like, I'm technically not like sick of it yet, but you know, whatever. I'm thinking his cap needs to be a little shorter. I think, let's see. I always go back to the song Arsonist Lullaby from Hozier. That one's way good. I go back to some Set It Off songs. I go back to a lot of My Chemical Romance. Oh gosh, I'm trying to remember the song that I looked up the other night. Can't remember what it was. I think it's it's like Just Like Kids or something like that, I think. I'd sing a couple bars, but I get scared of copyright. It's Poet versus King or something like that, but I can't remember the name of the band. But I always come back to it. Like, I stumble across it every once in a while, and then I'll just play it for myself, and I'm like, oh, this is really sweet. I like this one. That one's a softer song that I listen to. Let's see. Yeah, let's double check New York badges. We've got kind of like a half bell shape to it, but okay. Soldier Poet King's also really good. That one's fantastic. I do really like that one. Yeah, Soldier Poet King's really good, but that's not the same song. It's the band is also anything from Lumineers and the Oh Hellos is really, really good. Oh yeah. Yeah, I listen to Undertale a lot of the time. Like, the music in that is really good. Oh gosh, what's the other one that I tend to listen to for video games? Cuphead music is fun if you just like wanting a blast. But like it's really intense, you know? So like that one I don't listen to like casually as often. I'm trying to think what else I listen to that's a video game song, and I'm not placing any right now. Also I might just simplify for the sake of animation and art. I might just simplify the badges on their hats. I'm sorry guys, I know that there's actual like symbolism in these, but they're really hard to draw, so I might just have to simplify them to like cartoony status cop hats. Let's see. Got a couple songs on like, I'll make character playlists. I think I've mentioned that before, but I'll make like character playlists for any of my characters that I'm working on in the comic. And it really helps me get in the headspace of what I need to do. And so yeah, it's super helpful. Works really well. Let me think. Billy Joel's always good. Especially if you just want those cool vibes. I feel like these hats are off. It's weirding me out. I feel like they should poof out, you know? I could be wrong. Normally they're just the... that's a really garbage drawn one, but they're kind of like that shape on top. So I feel like this should be out like that, but I don't think it should be, you know? I might need to pick up a different reference as well. Let me grab... Yeah, they kind of like billow out at the back. And this is kind of funky too, because that's not quite right either. Oh, good gracious. Oh, I'm failing. I'm failing hardcore, but it's okay. This, and then that, and then that, and that, I think. I could be wrong. That doesn't look right, yeah. Yikes. How the heck did I draw them? Orion Experience. I don't think I've heard of them. That's interesting. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I've heard of them. I might have, but I think I don't know. Doesn't strike a familiar chord with me. Let's see. I've got that. Oh, they did do Cult of Dionysus. I do know them. Yes, that is true. I forgot they did that. I haven't heard much else from them, but that song's a good one. That's way nice. That's way fun. Let me think. I don't know about So as far as Oh wait, hold on. Really? Okay, I'll have to check them out. Yeah, I'll have to look up their whole album then, because that sounds way cool. Okay, let me grab this real quick. I don't know why, but whenever I hear Lady Gaga's Bad Romance, I can't help but think of the parody lyrics of like, I don't want to be French. And it makes me laugh every time. And I don't know why. It just tickles me pink. Let's see if I can do this. Okay. Let's do that. Okay. Let's see if that works. I don't know if I'm entirely satisfied with that hat. I think I'm gonna have to step away from that one and come back to it and just draw the rest of the clothes first. I don't know. Okay. Also, guys, at the beginning of the stream, I accidentally bumped my music stat. Like my slider on it, I accidentally bumped it. And so if the music's too loud or too quiet, please let me know. Because I feel bad. I sat there and I fiddled with like all the settings before I got on. And then as soon as I got on, I accidentally bumped it. And it like blasted for a second and then it came back. So just let me know if it's too loud or too quiet. Because I think I tried to put it right back to where it looked like it was, but I could be very off by like a good amount. So okay, no, it didn't draw on it. We're good. The worst feeling is when you tap your pen to your tablet and all of a sudden you're like, oh crap, did that draw on something or did it not? And then you have to like I spy it for like where on the canvas it could possibly have done it. Okay. I also think I'm gonna put all his stuff on a different layer, so let's just focus on this dude here first. Okay, let's see. Most of the pants are just normal, but they've got these little pockets on the front. And on the sides. They're kind of like cargo almost, but not quite. Okay. They also probably wouldn't have their belts on. Like, they'd probably be stripped of belts and radios and any weapon or communication, you know? So I assume that this is just probably pants and shirt. Crap. He's got an abdomen, so how do I draw that? It's gonna be up and around. A lot of chimixes with abdomens have low-rise pants because of it. Or they'll have like a little snap on the top. And that's a detail I try to make sure that I put in. Honestly, wasps are one of my least favorite to draw. Just because not only do they have abdomens, but they've also got wings. And wings have to have very specific like button snaps on the top in order for them to like be able to go through the shirt. Either that or like 90% of your back is exposed. And so like it's really hard to just kind of like gauge what it's supposed to look like. This is a good question. Yeah, okay. I assume it's just normal colored shirts, so it'll probably go up and over. Bottom of it's gonna sit right around there. I feel like my stabilization is off, but it's not. Also, his jaw didn't get finished. It was there. That's off. Okay. Okay. Yeah, Wacom will do that too. Okay, there we go. Technically it would go around like that. Yeah. Okay. It's a relatively tight sleeve, but it also still comes off of the hand, so I will make sure to include that right there. Mm-hmm. I feel like streams also help my posture. Yeah, you missed only a couple lines. You're okay. Mostly me debating sleeves. But I also feel like streams help my posture just because I tend to sit like a total shrimp over the top of my tablet, and when I have a microphone in front of me, it forces me to like have to sit back a little bit. Just A, so I'm not screaming into the mic for you guys, and B, so that way I'm not like laying on top of my microphone. You know, where I can still be heard. It helps a ton. I'm very excited. I want to do the animatic for Muse's song Psycho for Tank and Butch. I think that one would be a good one. And then I'm also thinking like Made You Look for Skinner, I think would just be funny. I'm getting bits and blurbs of that one in my brain every so often that I'm like, oh, I should really work on that one. And then I'm like, oof. Yeah, posture hacks. Exactly. Exactly. That's the biggest thing is like, if you can fix your posture, it'll make you look better too. Because like, if you're sitting over the top of your stuff, not only are you gonna like not look good, but you're not gonna feel healthy either. Because there's bits and pieces of it that, you know, you need. And this is technically my first face reveal because my long form videos aren't out yet. So congratulations, guys. You're the first ones to see me. Oh gosh, I don't know what to do with that stupid thing on the front. Because there's the wimpy little pockets in front, and then there's the big saggy ones on the side. So technically, this one shouldn't be here. It should be down a little further. I also got to be careful not to over detail these guys because I have to redraw them a couple more times. I also don't know how to make this dude not look like McLean. I'm running out of face shapes, guys. I tried to give him like droopy cornered eyes with little lashes, but I'm not, I don't know. I feel like he looks a little too close to like a mix between Axel and McLean, and it's making me nervous. Like, I don't know how to fix that. I'll have to think more on that. Add a molar or tooth gap. That's a good idea. I like that idea. Tooth gap is a really good idea. I like that one, especially since his teeth are so visible right now. Tooth gap might be nice. Wasps are also really helpful just because they've got markings, and so like their markings determine them. Oh yeah, that's a good cheat. I tend to do oh gosh, what's the other one I do? I do something else and I can't remember what. I don't know. I am losing my train of thought whenever I look back at him because I'm trying to figure out if it works or not. Yeah, I'm thinking tooth cap. Maybe a different pair of eyebrows too. Because like the hardest part is they don't have noses. And so without noses, it's really hard to like get different face shapes in general, just because that's like a really big feature on the face. Like if I were to, let me see if I can. That's so dumb. But like, there you go. If I kind of like cover my nose up, you know, I'm just eyes and a mouth. And that's so hard. Yeah, that's why I try to make their nose ridges like different shapes as well. And the problem is I just can't sometimes. Like it's not helpful. So noses are a huge feature on the face that make everything kind of like come together and look different. So I need to find a different way of, I don't know, fiddling with that, I guess. Okay, I'm thinking... They're kind of baggy on the bottom. So maybe like that. Do this. I'm thinking that works. Mostly. I need to... Unfortunately, this doesn't work. This needs to go up over the abdomen. So I need to fix that. What I need to do, actually, is that. So I can... Yep, there we go. That works. That'll do. And then I've got to put the seam on this arm because I always forget the double arms. Anything with secondary arms, I always forget, unfortunately. So I gotta double check myself all the time. Okay, I think he's good for clothing. If I'm not mistaken. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Putting these guys in this one. He can go in this one. So I've been rewatching Gargoyles lately. This one, no, it's a line art pen. So this one was given to me by a friend. I might put it somewhere. I'll ask her for permission first, but I might put it somewhere. But she made it herself, if I remember correctly, and it's like this really nice, smooth line art pencil. And it's a ton of fun to like use just because it gets really nice crisp lines, and it's not see-through, and it's got tapered ends, so it looks really nice. It's kind of like using a brush micron, you know. Super helpful. I'm thinking hide this dude for a sec. And he's got such a funky pose, I gotta double check myself on like literally everything for him. I also need to draw a second arm, because that'll help. An interesting thing that I started noticing was the fact that these guys are other insects and the Renaults are spiders. And so I think that's just, I don't know. I thought it was silly that they were just, not silly, but like kind of fun parallel to like an actual spider tying up their prey. I thought that was kind of interesting. Like I didn't think about that until way later. Crunchy ink with texture for days. That's also fun. See, I want to find one that's actually really nice for texture, because I would do that. For sketches, I tend to use, like if it's humans especially, because I have a really hard time drawing humans. And for humans, I'll use like a mechanical pencil textured brush. Super nice. But it's one of those things where I'm like, oh, I didn't realize that that was a thing, you know? Yeah, that's fair. Like a lot of good brushes that I found are written in Japanese, so it's really hard to find them again. I could probably ask my sister. She knows how to read Japanese. Noted. Let's grab this real quick and pull that. Like that. There we go. That's a little better. Okay. We need the button up front. I'm gonna fix that instead, actually. Don't like how that turned out. There we go. So the problem with this page is the fact that I had to do 2 of them, which is a really rough thing when I usually put out 1 per month. This time around I had to do 2, because this page is only 3 panels and the other one's only 5, you know, so it's very artistic layout, which is why there's not as many, but it's one of those things where it's like I could either choose to not do one this month and just take another month and put one out again on time the next month, or I can just do 2 in 1 month. So I'm doing 2 in 1 month and just pushing myself really hard this time. Like I'm averaging probably, I don't know, 3-4 hours of sleep a night maybe. And I just rotate through days, you know, like if I have a really rough night, I'll just sleep in that day. Around I did like, I don't know, like 6 days worth. I was like, I need at least 6 days to get all this stuff in and then it'll be fine. So that's kind of what I've done so far. And it's worked. It's worked. It's exhausting, but it's worked. And I'm glad that the pages are turning out so nice. Let me think. And I just like surrounded myself with snacks and drinks, you know. Like this office area has become basically just like a kitchen. Like off screen there's like all sorts of stuff. There's like let me see if I can just very barely get it on screen. But like there's like toffee popcorn and truffles and water and jerky and like anything that's like available to eat that won't spoil, you know. I also have these little like breakfast granola bar things that are super yummy. They're like blueberry muffin flavored. Super nice. Yeah, it's tough, but it's okay. You know, it's to get work done eventually, you know? Like it's one of those things. Never the middle bang. It's one of those things where it's like it has to get done, you know? So it's one of those things where I'm like, whatever. But it has to get done and it has to be done on time because there's deadlines for everything. And then I'm working for an indie studio that I'm have to be on deadlines for. And then I also put upon myself the animatic a week thing, which is why I'm like, ooh, like maybe I shouldn't have done that. Maybe I should really just, you know, I should probably just hit the brakes with that, but I have decided not to, unfortunately. So, ripperoni. Okay. But it'll be fine. Eventually it'll kind of settle down, you know. Like it usually just gets this busy at the end of the month, just because it's at the very end of the month is when I post my comic pages, and so that tends to be the hardest part. And I post them every like the last of the week. Oh, excuse me. Like the last week of the month. I'll post them then because I don't want to like, I don't know, the month, you know? Because, like, if I hit it and I'm like, oh my gosh, I didn't realize it's the first of the month, you know, then I've missed a page, you know. So instead I always do it the last Thursday of the month, so I always know when it's coming up. But I can't tell if that makes it feel like it's inconsistent or not, you know? Because, like, the last Thursday of every month is not the same every month, you know? So I can't tell if Webtoon thinks I'm super inconsistent or not. Okay, so there's that one. Something about that area is, like, weirding me out. Can't tell if it's not connected or properly or something. I think it's closer. I eventually also want to do more fan art, but I don't have time for fan art. Which sucks, because, like, you know, I really want to do more fan stuff. Because there's so many good things out there that I'm like, this deserves fan art, or this deserves this, you know? And it's just, it's not gonna happen, you know? So, I wanna get there eventually. I wanna be able to do, like, little fan art stuff of anything and everything that I can. And then he needs a hat. But I'm hoping it'll be good, you know. I'm hoping eventually it'll get there. Yeah. Webtoon's got some problems with that. Because, like, if you're not posting bi-weekly, it'll, like, dump you to the bottom of the page. Which is why it, like, really confused me for a really long time as to why, like, I had a really big jump in my subscriber count for a while. Because they, like, it was really weird. It was, like, maybe 78, 100, you know, 65, somewhere in there. And then it just jumped. And it went to, like, 333. And I was like, what the heck? And so I was very confused as to, like, why, you know? Because it was buried at the bottom of Canvas. Like, I couldn't even find it anymore. I don't know. Like, sometimes stuff just happens. So, like, I don't know. I hope I'm consistent enough in a lot of places to be considered okay. You know? Just, like, recommendable, you know? But I don't know if that's my problem or not. If I just do this and I do this, will it be the same position? Oh, look at that. See, my problem now is, do I cut off the crest? Or do I... Or do I go against physics? Yeah, I need a better... Like, I need more information as to how Webtoon's algorithm works, because it doesn't make sense. Readers are recommending on their own too. Oh, that's true. Yeah. Like, there's probably word of mouth going into a lot of play. But, like, thank you. The prologue is a really big chunk, but it's to establish Tank as a character, you know? Like, it's supposed to show you what he's been through, so then when he makes decisions later down the road, you know exactly why, you know? And, like, technically the prologue is its own chapter. But it's a prelude to his life as we know it in chapter 1, you know? Which is kind of the that's kind of the point of a prologue, but it's also like a downside of the prologue, you know, is a lot of people get really put off by the fact that it's a prologue. And it's like, no, you need this information. This information is still important. That's why I put it in. It's just kind of a longer chapter style prologue, you know, and it's got its own title and everything, which is why I'm like, maybe I should delete the word prologue. But like also it's before the actual story takes place, so. Thank you. Yeah, and I try really hard on the quality as well. Like it's really rough because I'm a perfectionist and I really want stuff to look good. But I also have a really hard time like just letting stuff go. like just letting stuff be how it is, you know? Like if I misdrew something, I'm like, "Oh crap," and then I have to go back and fix it. And so stuff like that. But I think so far it's played in my favor really well. Like it's been very helpful, you know. And I always try to like find bits and pieces that I can do to make it look better as well. And to like the writing, you know, like the writing I try really, really hard to figure out like what sounds better. Because there's a couple pages that in the past they've just been really funky. Like not great quality of like writing and whatnot, and I sat there and I was like, I don't like this. So yeah, in full color. It's because I don't trust my line art, you know, so like I figure full color might be better. And shading's my strong suit. Not shading specifically, but like fake shading, if that makes any sense, like drawing your eye to a different part of the page just by like faking a lighting scene. I don't know how to describe that. That's kind of funky, but like just framing pieces, and it's really hard to do in like a speedy kind of way. Like I'm pretty sure by tonight I'm gonna be done with probably line art and color, and hopefully starting on shading, but I probably won't be done that fast. But it's only 8:30, so it's not that bad. So, and I might do this stream in 2 parts depending on what I want to do. Like I might do part 1 is like from now until like, you know, 2-3 hours, and then the next one. Yeah, composition, but I'm not, that's the problem, is I didn't want to say I'm great at composition because I don't feel like I'm really good at composition. But just like, I don't know. I feel like I do better the further out the piece goes. Does that make sense? Like I feel like I do better on all the bits and pieces. Like I'm either really good at a simple sketch, or I'm really, really good at like the finishing touches on something. But I feel like I'm just kind of mediocre at everything in between, which is why I try really hard to like learn from that and make it better. Because it's really hard to get there if you're not like trying to push yourself to get there. I think these 2 are doing okay. Yeah, these 2 are fine. They're good. I'll finish up putting all the little details in, and I'll move on to like coloring, because I think I'm solid at this point. The further the stream goes, the more my bangs get like just because I touch them so much, I'm like, oh. Let's see. I'm thinking, I don't know. Yeah, I think I'll just get rid of the crest when time comes, but yeah, that'll work. That'll be fine. Nope, don't do that. Okay. I'm gonna do this real quick. Pardon me while I take a bite of my now cold meal. I need to reward myself for getting line art done. That's very cold now. Dang it. That's a bummer. Dang it. Okay. Well, that's fine. Okay, let's see. Also, since this is technically a test stream anyway, I'm gonna play a game with you guys real quick. I'm gonna put on my BRB screen and see if it does what I want it to do. And then you guys let me know if you can hear sound behind it. Because if you don't, then that's a big problem. So we'll figure that out together. Like, I'll probably put the music on. I don't think it's already on there, so I'll just move it to there. And then past that, it'll work. So, okay. So I'll talk behind the screen and let me know if you guys can hear me or not, because the point of the BRB screen is it's supposed to mute me. So if it doesn't, let me know. So I'll do like a couple seconds of talking behind it and you guys can be like, yeah, I can still hear you, or no, you can't. So, ready? Let's do this. Okay. First off, the chat's all messed up. I can see it right here, right now. And I am almost guaranteeing that my music is just funky. Okay. Yeah, you can still hear me. Yep, I figured. Because I can see my mic go all the way up. Okay, so we'll see. Okay, I'm gonna try something and tell me if you can still hear me. Dope. Okay, give me 2 seconds then. Okay. Fun. You guys are so silly. I love you. Okay, but still no music. I'm gonna assume that that had no music, which is kind of unfortunate. Very quiet music. Okay, so I can fix that. That's good. Okay. That's gonna be an interesting one then. Okay, so let's see if I can... I wonder if I can make it so that way it doesn't focus on it in such a way. Let's do this real quick. Copy. Okay, that's really freaking loud. I'm so sorry, guys. Oh no. Okay, let's do this. Let's do settings for real quick. Let's do... that there. Okay, that might work a little better. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. And then this one should be fine. Shooting for that. Okay. That should be good. Ta-da! Much better. Okay. Testing part of the stream over. That's much better. Okay. So let's see. Yeah. Okay. Let's do coloration. I don't know if I really want to or not, but here I am. Do. Let's grab this and that and this. Crap, this is the panel I was having a struggle with, wasn't it? I'll fix it in a second. I can come back to it. It'll be fine. Grab this one. Okay. Let's do this. I might be. That might be a thing. Some pretty bad buffering. I don't think it's my end, but I could be. That's a good question. I don't know. I don't think it's me, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I'm testing out a lot of stuff that I haven't had before, which could be a lot of new problems. Like face cam and a better chat and stuff like that. So like, you know, stuff might be a little funky for a bit. Okay, so it might not be you guys then. If multiple of you guys are having some struggles, it's probably me. Let me double check some stuff real quick. Okay. Okay. Okay, yeah. Because I think on YouTube what it was saying is it wasn't recording enough. Like it was, it didn't get enough video input. And so I assume it means that I wasn't moving enough for YouTube's liking. It was like, hey, you frozen yourself. Are you okay? And I'm like, no, I'm fine. I'm like, I am totally chill here. So... Okay, good. Nice and mellow. Okay, cool. Cool. We're solid then. We should be fine. There we go. That might work nice. Reminder to save, thank you. Thank you. That's always a good option. You guys are the best. Yeah, boy's absolutely traumatized. Like it just gets worse as the story goes on, unfortunately. Like it's not fun. I have to like remind myself, like, pure innocent baby Tank, how would he think? Because like writing him decades later is so difficult because you're sitting there and you're like, oh, that's not quite what that Okay, I'm thinking fine. Okay, it's time to fix this one. Unfortunately, I don't really like it. Because, like, okay, logically, this is my problem, right? Either that arm needs to be bigger. No, it can't be bigger. See, that's the problem. Because technically, it shouldn't be in front of this hand, because this hand is outstretched. Like, that one is too, but, like, in a different way. So, like, it's got to get a different position, unfortunately. I don't know how to do that. Problem solving on the stream with Angel. Okay, let's try this. What if I chop it first? That was the wrong layer. Guys, sometimes I don't know how I became an artist. Oh gosh. Sometimes I'm like, oh yeah, that's fine. And then I'm like, that's definitely the wrong layer. Nailed it. Okay, here we go. What's wrong with me? Okay, so let's find this one out, because logically, right, this arm can't be in front of that bit. It has to be out. So either it can go like this and just hide everything. I wish I had a creature with 6 arms that I could reference. Because sometimes placing these arms are so stupid. Okay, let me think. Because it could go behind him, right? This arm could go behind him and then go out to the side. Yeah, how to art. I should write a book of how not to art. That should be my first published book. How not to art. Anything other than this, you could do it. Oh no. Big old struggle. What if I just... let me try it out at the side instead. Because that might be one of my only good shots, unfortunately. Because it kind of opens his pose up. Yeah, I could change the upper arm position. Yeah, that's also true. Yeah, I know. I chose the hardest thing possible with 6 arms, unfortunately. Okay, let me think. Let's do this and let's try this. Let me see. Hopefully that helps a little bit. Oh, okay. I'm thinking... Okay, let me think. Yeah, I did pick a whole comic. Oh no, yeah, you're right, I did. This is my whole dang comic, unfortunately. It's just 6-armed and 4-armed beans. Yeah, that's gonna be the real question, is how to fix that. Okay. Let's do this. Put his shoulder back in place. And then let's start doing this. Because technically I could do this and then put it right back. Like I could put it back behind this one. Remember to draw through, kids. Okay, because like I could do that and it feels like it opens up the pose just a little bit. Obviously he's gonna have another shoulder down here. Yeah, that works. I think that looks better. Thoughts, opinions, donations, I take all. Oh, that's a good point. Let me see. Which direction am I? It's like here. And I need to get rid of this piece now. Ignore my very curvy pointer finger. That's a fun fact. That's actually why I draw all my characters with curved pointer fingers, is because mine's a curved pointer finger and I didn't realize that. Like I didn't realize that wasn't normal. Some people are like, that's not normal. I'm like, what the heck? Oh dang. Would I Welcome to the posing part of this of this live stream. Let's see. Okay, let's fix that one. I think what he would do is he'd rotate his arm inward. So this, even though I like it a lot, he's going bye-bye. Your pinkies are curved? My mom's pinky fingers used to curl. Like she couldn't straighten them all the way. They'd stay stuck like this. Which I thought was really interesting. That is true. That is true. Art streams are kind of the best for the posing. It's the best part of the stream. You get to see them do goofy stuff. Yeah, I know. I usually save other beautiful things that I've done on, like, a different layer. But, like, since it's on a stream, technically I can go back and just screenshot it and trace it again if I need it, but... Yeah, I'm sorry. I know. I'm sorry. I usually don't like deleting my art either, but, like, it's something I have to learn to get used to because it's important. Let's see if I can position that to be correct, though. Let's fix this one. It's a little better, but I hate the wrist. It's too short. So this needs to come up. Let's see. Measure from there to there. Yeah, it always makes good. It always makes way for good stuff. If you delete your art and you start over, it can be really, really helpful in the long run. Like nothing in art should ever be too precious that you can't like improve it, you know? Like there's always a chance of you mess it up worse, right? There's always that opportunity. But in some circumstances it can pave the way for better art. It can make sure that you are improving as an artist and you're also making it, you know, better for yourself in the long run. Mm-hmm. Is anyone else excited for hot cocoa season? Like it's so chilly here. I'm so ready for hot cocoa season. Okay, I think that looks much better. Thoughts, opinions? I think I need a little more meat on the back knuckle here, but I think other than that it should be pretty solid. Another perk about drawing characters with so many hands is, or so many arms is the hands. Like I've practiced hands for so long that I can just kind of like redo them pretty quick. Like obviously they're hyper stylized, but like they function, you know? Like you can look at it and be like, oh yeah, that's a hand, you know? Nice, nice. Okay, cool. Yeah. Yeah, I'm ready for Wassel personally. Freaking love Wassel. So good. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's fine. This is fine. This has to go. Okay, hold on. Before I do that, I'm gonna duplicate this one because I'm a layer hoarder and no one can stop my personal hoarding habits. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh, the heater in the back of the house. Oh yikes. Good that you can finally feel your nose again. That's solid. Absolutely. Okay, cool. Cool. This is good. Wassel is like my life. Apple cider, like super really like, I don't know, fragrant kind of drinks are my vibe. Like I really like the ones that you can smell in your own home when it starts cooking. Like it's so nice. It just makes everything feel really cozy. Ooh, yeah. Dollar store cider. Absolutely. That is absolutely true. It is so super yummy. Let me put some just stretching in there. I don't know how to describe that, but you know, just stretching works. That's perfect. Okay, cool. Good. I think that's solid. Okay, so line art's done there, and then I can just erase whatever I need to on these guys, and I should be good. What's the layer count at? Oh, geez. Luckily this one's a new one, so I haven't done shading yet. Oh, let's see. What's my most recent layer? That might give me some knowledge. Let's see. 19 is the highest I've seen so far. Frames don't count because that one's just copy pasted from something else, which means it'll already count those. It's a good question. I also want to know what the heck background shading is. Oh, that's fun. There's a whole layer in here from another page that's not supposed to be in here. That one's deleted officially, so like we got rid of 15 layers. Oh, that's fun. Let's see. We can get rid of these ones and that one and this one. Those can go out because they're not needed for this one. Those ones are copy pasted from another one, so that way my border always stays consistent. I think we're up to I want to say at least 20 or 30 layers. I want to say we're at least 20 or 30 in. I could be wrong, but that's my guess. I'm also going to rotate my music one more time, my dear sweet beans, because they've replayed the same song for like 3 times in a row. Okay, that works. Yeah, so I'm gonna say like probably 20-30 panel or like layers right now. So that works out to be quite a few. My last page, this one has, let's see, what are you? This one has upward of 191. But I don't know how many officially it has. Just one of those things, you know? Like, I can't get rid of layers. I just sit there and I'm like, oh, what if I need it for later? It's such a problem. It's such a problem, guys. I swear. It's not great. Yeah, like 200. And like technically on animations, unless you have EX, I want to say, it like limits you to 200 layers. And so for me, I'm like, ooh. But like I think I'm good. So yeah, but almost 200. That's usually the average I come out with these comic pages, is about 200 layers, unfortunately. Yeah, I like that better. It opened up the pose a lot. Because, like, okay, here's the thing I try to focus on with any of my spider characters, is the top arms are usually the ones that have, like, the proper pose to them, right? Like, they're the ones that are going to be, like, the main pose, whatever that person's supposed to be doing, obviously. And then the secondary ones are just for emphasis. And so that's the hard part with these poses, is if the first layer of arms isn't in front at all points in time, your brain just kind of like, it's too much information, you know? Like it kind of overcrowds the pose. Okay. Let's grab Butch's color scheme. He's towards the top. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I think that pose is fine. The more I look at it, the more I don't hate it. You know, like I'm like, oh yeah, that seems about right. I might have to put some chest fluff on him though. Just because his shirt's really down low and it's got like a lot of negative space in there without like any line art. And normally I don't try to do that, so I might just like chest fluff him just a little. Just go like that. That'll work. That's another thing that I love about these characters is I'm just dumb and I really, really like drawing fluff everywhere. Just because, like, fun fact about Tank's original character design is since he's a tarantula, I used to draw him with like actual arm hair, but they're like the needle kind of hairs on a tarantula. So like if you were to touch his arm, it would be like agitated kind of skin vibes. That's how I used to go about it, but I ditched that because it was so much effort. It was so much work to draw that every single time. So and technically I'm supposed to put arm fluff on their elbows, but with Butch every so often I'll forget to do that just because I don't feel like it's necessary for him. Like, it doesn't feel in character for him to be super fluffy. I think I'll just leave him super sharp. I think it'll be okay. Tank is the softer one out of the two, so I tend to give him super amounts of fluff, just in general. Okay, so this needs to be... This is my favorite part, is just bombarding my art with color. Because, by the way, don't use this technique if you're an actual colorist. You will get kicked out of your job. It's, oh, that worked. What the heck? Okay. It's because if you hide the line art and it's not colored, then it's big woof. Yeah, the sharpness does characterize him really well. Like, it emphasizes him really well. I hope that I can do more for him, you know? Like, I need to redesign him, but I'm gonna wait until after the prologue's done to do that. Just to say that time changed him, which I think is a clever option. But I need to redesign him again because it just makes me nervous. Like, he's supposed to be kind of a gorilla. He's supposed to be a gorilla dirty body type. He's supposed to be like a gorilla-esque body type. Like, he's just a big dude and you don't want to mess with him, you know? And like, I'm doing okay on that, but like, there's bits and pieces that I'm like, I could do this to emphasize this bit, or I could do that, or, you know. So, eventually, we'll figure it out. Oh, no, that's why it was filling in so well. Okay, that's cool. Whatever. It's fine. I didn't need it anyway. Oh, guys, please help. Send help. I'm my own worst enemy. It's okay. It's fine. It's not a big deal. It's chill. Oh, ay, ay, ay. Yeah, wrong layer. Yep, wrong layer. That's my bad. That's my bad. I do that constantly, and if I don't double check myself, I just destroy pieces. Like, I have a really hard time. I was wondering, I was like, that is so smooth. Why is it like not affecting it in any way? And it's because it was just not coloring on the right layer. Yeah, F in the chat. Oh, ripperoni, it's okay. But that's why it wasn't leaving all the little weird flecks, these things. Because that's why I was trying to say originally, don't use that technique if you're actually a colorist for a comic that you're being hired for. Like if that's your sole job, don't do it the way I'm doing it. If it's because you need to be speedy about it and you are your own boss, you could do it this way. But like it's because it leaves behind like gaps in everything, you know? So I do it this way of like setting a base color for the character and then coloring on top of that, because it gives it a little more oomph in the long run, and it like makes it so that way it's not super what's the word for that? It doesn't have like a ton of gaps. Like it's just kind of neutral. There we go. Then sometimes with color I'll do this just to see a little better. It's also the first stream of the night, and therefore my brain is all over the place because I haven't wound down from like the other work that I was doing. And so it's gonna be one of those nights, guys. That was aggressive. Hello, clip. One of these days I might put Tank's playlist out for everyone to see. Just because I think it's a fun playlist. It's really weird because it's just stuff that like he would like in general, or stuff that I think fits his personality. So it's a little all over the place, but it's really cool. There's a lot of good songs in it if you don't mind like more random playlists. Now I did. Up till that point, no, I hadn't saved. I have a really bad habit of not saving until the very end of the piece. And that has bitten me so many times, like in the past with other programs. Clip Studio is a little better. I don't know what it is. I've not had a ton of crashes with Clip. But it's one of those things where I like always get really nervous afterwards because like I sit there and I don't even realize that I haven't saved, and then I'm like, oh, I should have saved like 2 hours ago. It's like, whoopsies. Oh yeah, for sure. Like especially to those of you who like follow along and draw with me, like I appreciate it heavily when you guys are like, I just saved, can you save? And it's like, yeah. It's like, yeah, let me do that real fast. Well, I put it all on the same layer, but well, okay. That's fine. That's fine. It's a base color. It's fine. That's I'll allow it. Okay, now I need the base color for this bean. So let's see. Do I want to go first or down? I think I want to go down. So 4. Panel 4. Open that one up. Grab the car. Grab the car color. Close that. Close that. Hop back to this one. There. Okay, so Butch is all nice and colored. How about my little baby Tank? Let's do that. Yeah, so I've got all these palettes here. Oh, you guys can't see it. Never mind. I have... Let me pull this to the side. I've got my color palette set to the side. But I haven't set one for Butch's car yet, because it hasn't really been used all that much. And so it's like I've got like tanks and bombshells and Butches, and I've got oh gosh, what's the other one I have? I've got one for the mansion because I draw that a lot. And I've got one for like myself whenever I do like self-insert stuff. I've got like Vincent, Butch, Tank, Skinner, Lucy, Nico, Duncan, McLean, Aphids, Doll, Bombshell, Axel, Tailpipe, Smokey, Grizz, 8-Ball, Ercole, Bunker, Donna, Dextry, Chanel, Fritz, Rowan, etc. So I've got a few color palettes. I have not saved like machines yet, and I really should, because that's another thing that's gonna start getting drawn a lot in the comic is like cars and things. Just cause it's a place now. It's like a set. I appreciate how cute Tank is though. Like when he's itty bitty. Here, let me do this real quick. Cool. Jeez. Okay, here we go. There. Thank you. Goodbye. He's just a little guy. Yeah, he's precious. He makes me really happy and sad at the exact same time. Because I feel bad for him, and I don't want him to have this bad of a life, but it's also like he's the most interesting character because of it. And it's really sad. There we go. That's a little good. Need to color in all these blips and blurbs. There we go. And the nice thing about drawing really, really solid backgrounds is I can reuse them. That's my biggest thing with this comic is I'm like, I don't want to redraw a background, so I just snag something from somewhere else if I drew it really well. Like that's why this opening bridge scene is so detailed, is because worst comes to worst, if I find myself in an angle that's similar or a different part of the comic, I could just reuse it. Like especially this little background with Butch and Tank just chilling there. I can kind of like swap it back, and it's super helpful. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Ooh, these two are next. I am not feeling it. Let's see. That'll be perfect. And then these beans here. Ugh. I haven't picked out these guys' color schemes either. I think I might make this dude either black-haired or brunette, because he's giving me those vibes. And then maybe just like markings. See, the problem is I can't make a design that I like too much, because otherwise I won't want to kill him off. That's my biggest problem with like doing art in general. So I'm like, ah, I can't do that to this person. And then I'm like, okay. You're getting brunette vibes? Yeah, I'm getting brunette vibes. I'm getting brunette vibes, but I'm not sure, like, eye color. Maybe green? I'm getting green or hazel. Anyone else? I'm getting, like, brunette with either green or hazel eyes. I think that's it. I'm gonna duplicate this layer just in case. Just gonna be real cautious. Okay. Just create a beautiful corpse. That's so morbid. I mean, you're not wrong, but also, jeez. Ooh, holy crap. Sad day. Yeah, I'm thinking hazel, unfortunately. Yikers. Yeah. Rude. Rude. I'm in a weird position because I've got family on both sides, so so technically, like, I'm always like, yes, I respect cops and I respect the good ones who are just trying to do their job and, you know, be good, but but like these guys are also dirty cops, so I'm kind of like like I'm like, whatever. I'm like, they kind of deserve it if they're doing that type of crap, So, yeah. Oh, jeez. I'm so sorry. I'm like smacking the mic over here trying to like itch my arm. The job's just hard. Okay. Let me think. Goodbye, all the beautiful hair that I drew. I may never see you again. I'm gonna go boop, 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 boop. There goes his crest. It hurts me to like draw so much underneath and then just like erase it. It's one of those things that I'm like, oh, rip. See, the thing I wanted to explore in my comic was mostly like, hey, which one's this one? Oh, that's the other hat. Got it. I need to start labeling, but whenever I stream, I don't label my layers because, unfortunately, I just get my keyboard's all the way over here. I don't want to like reach over and like type. Rip. Yeah. But the fun part about the comic is the fact that I'm trying to frame it in a way of like good people do bad things sometimes, or reverse, bad people do good things sometimes, you know? That there's not really good and bad people. There's just morally gray characters doing like making decisions that they think is best for themselves, you know, and for their families and whatever else they need. So like there's a lot of let's see. It's like there's a lot of people in the comic who got stuck doing the job because they got trapped, you know? And there's not like a lot of stuff you could do after that. Like you just kind of have to go with whatever you're told, you know? Because like in the comic I explore it a little bit more, but it's like there's some people who just got caught up in the wrong thing. There's some people who are like really trying their best, and then there's some people who were caught doing something that they didn't even do to get blackmailed out of it, you know? And so for me, I like try to make sure that the line in the comic is a little bit blurred, just to make like my audience think, you know? Because it's like I had a question from someone's little sibling a while back, and it was like, why are all your cops bad? And it's like, what? And they were like, your cops are bad and your mobsters are the good guys. And I was like, no, Tank's the main character, but like it doesn't make him a good guy or a bad guy if he's the main character. It just makes him the person you're following, you know, the person you're supposed to empathize with. And I was like, and the cops in the story are the ones who are trying their best to do certain things, but they've fallen into a pit, or maybe they got greedy, or you know, they got trapped into doing something else, you know. So like it's not necessarily these guys are good guys or bad guys, and like McLean is like very Judy Hopps kind of vibes, where it's like, I want to make everything better, and it's like, you can't, like this in this world it's not gonna happen, like, sorry babe. And it's like, oh, fun. So that's like one of my favorite things about writing this comic, is getting to like do morally gray insights to different characters. Oh yeah, I love nuance in stories. Because like people always want to say the world is black and white, and it's really not. It's a lot of shades of gray. It's a lot of like, hey, I did this because I was protecting this person, or I did this because in the moment I thought it was right, or I was doing this because I wanted to protect myself, you know? Like, it's a whole mixed bag of tricks the further down you go into like people's stories, and that's what I really wanted to play around with in this one. Just because I think it would be fun. I think it'll be an interesting play. Kind of shooting for like Arcane vibes, where it's like good people get punished for doing good things, and bad people get rewarded for doing bad things, you know? And then people who are in the gray zone just trying to figure it all out in the middle get caught in the crossfire. Got that one. I think I want his markings instead of being black. I think I want them to be like brown like his hair. That might be fun. Because like I try to do little bits and bobs like that where the character has a really cohesive color palette. Let's see if I can grab that. Pull that just out. Unless I'm missing something, I think he's done. I could be wrong. I could be very, very wrong. But I think, yeah, I think unless he's missing something, like, super drastic, he's done, technically. Because those wings keep, like, tripping me up that they're not, like, solid, and therefore those lines are going to be there. But I think besides those, everything else checks out. Like, I think everything else looks correct. So let's hide him for a quick sec. Let's grab this dude. Well, see, okay, here's the thing though, is most creators will tell you that like 6 or 7 colors is pretty standard for like just averaging out for a character, you know, for like character design, like 6 colors max is usually a really good idea. And I try to stick to that a lot of the time. That's why Tank is so simplistic. He's only got like what, 1, 2, 3-ish? If you're not counting black and white, he's got 3 ish. Depending on what outfit he's in and everything else. But it like really slims it down to like what is necessary and what's not. And it's really helpful. So okay, let's duplicate this one. Put that down there. Let's do this. There was a few notes that were just hit in the song that I'm listening to, and it reminded me of Gorillaz. Does anyone listen to Gorillaz anymore? Or has that band kind of gone to the wayside, or, you know, did they get more popular while I was away? Because, like, my sister showed me them forever ago, and I liked a lot of their music, and I just haven't heard a lot from them recently, so I'm not sure if that's a thing or not. Yeah, the fan base is kind of hit or miss from what I've heard. Like they're either really good or they're really awful. And I haven't gotten a lot on that, so unfortunately I can't speak to it, you know? like, you know, I hear that a lot of them are just not super, like, I don't know. Like, once again, can't speak to them, so, like, I can't speak of them. Like, it doesn't, I don't know them, so. I've heard things, but I don't know anything for sure, so I'm not gonna touch that yet. My favorite, if you guys like true crime, I don't know if you guys like true crime, but I like true crime. Obviously I write a mob comic. But one of my favorite YouTubers here is Bose versus the World. She's phenomenal. Absolutely fantastic kind of vibes to her streams. She's precious. Freaking love her. Like, she's so intelligent about how she talks about things. And she does have a language warning. She is probably for, like, more mature audiences. But I really like watching her. I'm just specifying in case any of you guys out there are younger than, like, 13 to 18, you know? I hope not, because, you know, don't watch things without your parents' permission. But, but, she's phenomenal, and she's got a really good, grasp on, like, the legal system as well. At least in the videos I've watched, you know? But, like, she is really knowledgeable in, like, her field, and it makes me really happy because I get to listen to her, and she does, like, a lot of videos on like narcissism and stuff, and it's really interesting to listen to because you're like, oh, I wouldn't have expected that, you know, from this topic, or, you know, but it's like she's able to take it and kind of apply it in different areas, so it's super fun to listen to. I'm gonna fix that hat just a smidge, because I don't like how close that line is. Boom. Okay. Did I miss anything on him? You guys are now my official second set of eyes. I don't think I missed anything on him, but I could be wrong. Ooh. Okay. Okay. So if we're good, then I'm gonna move on to coloring these guys too. Are there dancing elephants up there? What's going on? think that's good. Let's grab this. I don't know what type of beetle he should be, though. Okay. No, I don't know. I think I want something that doesn't contrast too highly just because I want him to be pleasant to look at. And to blend in a little bit with the scenery, but not too much, you know? Because it's a very moody night, and therefore, like, his blue uniform's already gonna blend in a lot. And he's too big to be a box elder. Like, this isn't usually the build that box elders have. Oh yeah, blue to contrast the wasp might be good, yeah. If I didn't know any better, I'd say it's thunderstorming, but that's definitely people above me. Let's see. Let's see. Blue beetles. Okay. And then I also need to find one that has antennas on its forehead and not the front. I can like do a navy blue one. There's a lot of navy blue beetles. I think that might work. Like a new navy blue beetle. Yeah, beetles are also really green. That's a good question. Let's see. Because green could be really good. Because it kind of contrasts the red in both Tank and Butch's suit. But let's see. Actually, let's grab this so I'm on color queue. Yeah, okay, that works. Okay, let me do this because I know for a fact that this is something I wanted to do. Okay, that works out well. Let's play around with colors for a sec, shall we? Let's do this. I put him in navy blue. I put him in navy blue. That's too close to his uniform. Still too close. Okay, I'd have to go way dark with him in blue in order to get the same kind of vibe. So let's try green, because I do like that idea. But I don't want him to look like a grasshopper, so that's gonna be hard. I can also put him in like a muddy kind of ogre green, because that might work. I don't know how I'm feeling about that. I don't know how I'm feeling about that. I think I would lean more towards like a yellow tan kind of vibe. I don't know. Thoughts on that? Is that too weird for coloration? Because I like the idea of him being blue, but his uniform is just so police officer blue that it's like really hard to work around. Don't think it's too weird? Okay. Okay, now pay close attention, folks. I'm gonna do a weird thing. I'm gonna do a correction layer in hue and saturation. Pay close attention. I'm gonna shuffle through, see which hue would be best. Hold on, give me just a second, guys. We're back. Sorry. They came by to collect the trash. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so paying close attention, I'm gonna shift the hue, and then just red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, and then I'll try some like grays and blacks and whites and browns, just to see which one looks best. But pay close attention for a quick sec, and we're gonna go through that. So ready, go. And we're paying close attention to like skin color right now, because obviously costume color will come different. So here, let's try this. Here we go. New correction layer. Hue saturation. There we go. Okay. So let's try this. Then we can desaturate a little bit, and we can also turn luminosity down. And the darker I go for colors in the coloration phase, the brighter I go for like line art color. So like obviously he wouldn't stay that same color as far as like outline, because it makes it easier for me to do stuff like that. I don't know. Because since he's plated, he's definitely going to get more highlights than anything else. So I don't know. I'm his navy's cool. I just worry about him getting lost in translation with the dark sky and the police uniform being both blues. So I think if I do like dull cyan, somewhere in there maybe. I also gotta make it a relatively good one to emulate, because later in the comics these guys get like Tank gets flashbacks. So I gotta make it like good enough, you know? I think I do like that. I think the more muted green also kind of works with him. This muted kind of orangey yellow works pretty well, like brownish almost. Let's see. Periwinkle's fine. I don't know. I think I'm leaning more towards like yellows just because the badge and his eye color like really help kind of pop that just a little bit. Yeah, I think so. I think this color here might be my best shot, just for now. Just because I think that might be a good one. Like it's a little more green than the previous one. It's more aphid colored, unfortunately. Let's see. I'm thinking it might be fine. Like, if I half it somewhere in between there, that might be pretty solid. Like, it might be enough contrast in order to not have it be so harsh, you know? I think yeah. I think that works. I'm grabbing an off-white for this thing. Because I think that kind of toned down green, like this greenish brown, kind of really does something positive for it. Just because it's... I don't know how to describe it. It's very contrasting to not only his eye, but like the other bits and pieces. Like the background for later. Actually, that'd be pretty red as well. Because it's still technically fresh. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna say that works. And then I gotta debate on what shade of yellow he's gotta be. Let me grab... McLean's kind of a light yellow. Is this one? And so I'm thinking if I go more saturated with it, it could be kind of fun. A bit much. Yeah, I think I like that. Okay. Save and stretch. You are correct. You are correct. That would be a good saving spot. Let me just finish this one up real quick, and then I'll save and stretch, I promise. This one should be much easier to do than the last one, just because he's a wasp and already has technically, like, colors that he can and can't be. Oh, do I like that? I think I like that one better. Catching, like, dark brunette vibes. Because stretching would be good for me to get blood back to my brain. Like, I've got my feet, and they're propped up, and it's bad for my desktop, I know, but I've propped them up onto my desktop because it's the only place under my desk that has space enough to do that. I have asked my brother to make me a foot hammock, and I haven't helped him do that yet, so. So no foot hammocks yet, but there will be. I think it's called Blood in the Cut. I could be wrong. It's a I think it's by K-Flay. I could be wrong. But that song's really good for just headbanging too. Not like full headbanging, but just kind of like bopping. Just because I feel like that one does a really good job. It's just fun. And it's on Tank's playlist a lot, so I just kind of like, I chill with it. Yeah, okay, that one looks good. Good. Okay. Now we'll do his eyes pretty much the same color and then just do a ring of green, because that's kind of how I do Hazel. So I do brown eyes first and then I just add like a bit of green to them. Like gold. There we go. The more I color him in, the more I kind of don't feel like it's in the right shade of yellow. I don't know. He's feeling close to skin colored, and I don't think I like that. I'll put him more in this shade, and then grab this dude's color. Oh, there's my timer. Oh. Okay, so let's do this. Not that. Okay. Oops. And then whenever I hear this song, it's called Shut Eye. Whenever I hear it, I think of Skyla's animatic for it. Super good. If you guys don't know who that is, they're phenomenal. Feels a bit orange. Yeah. Did I fix it with like getting it a little more yellow, or is it still too orange? It's good now? Okay, cool. Okay. I think that works. Okay. Solid. Okay. This is gonna be this color again. Hmm. I don't think I like that. Like maybe just claws, but I don't think that far up looks good on him. Yeah, that'll work. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Yep. Ooh. I think that's him. I need a face marking though. I haven't decided what yet. You can just... those ought to do. I think that might be solid. Ooh. Yeah, I think those two are colored. Those work beautiful for their color palettes. Let's do that. Okay, hitting save, and I'm stretching. I'm stretching. I'll step away now. I'll stretch. Give me a sec. Okay, guys, I stretched. Oh, gosh. Okay. It's gonna be an absolute battle to try to draw him again, but it'll be fine. Okay. Let's think. Let's see, is it Tuesday today? What day is it? Yeah, it's Tuesday. Okay. So basically, as far as I can go tonight might be a good idea. Okay, okay, okay. I got this. Do you guys ever wonder where some artists wound up? Like, I was just debating about the fact that I've been around YouTube ever since it pretty much came out. And I remember like this channel of like fairy foxes or something like that. And I miss them. Yeah, good stretch. Thank you. Thank you. I want to be praised. That's so good. I don't know. I don't normally stretch, and I should stretch more. So that's thank you. I appreciate it. But like, do you ever wonder where like YouTubers wound up? Like, there was this person who did fairy foxes, and their stuff was always good. Like, especially back in the day when like you only had, gosh, what is it? Like Duck Song and Breadfish and mushroom, badger, mushroom. That's reversed. Thank you. And like Charlie the Unicorn or Salad Fingers or stuff like that. You know, like Fairy Foxes was super cool because it had like a plot line, and like the animation at the time was really good, and it just kept getting better because the person figured out how to like animate really well. Like, do you ever wonder where YouTubers wound up after that? Because like I do all the time. Like, I just wonder, you know? I'm like, I hope they're doing well for themselves, because I really enjoyed their content, and if YouTube was more popular, I'm sure that they would have like taken off at the time, you know? They did like something with Webkins as well. That was super cute. Like, it was a Google Adventures or something like that. It was super cute. Okay, good night, Lila. Good night. See you later. Thanks for joining the stream. Appreciate it. Have a good rest of your night as well. And yeah, there's been a lot of progress. I'm very, very proud. Like, this is more than I expected to get done. I'm hoping I can keep it up though. I need to figure out what to do about the front though. Like, do I just delete these two beans if they intersect with it? It's gonna be the question. Maybe I should just duplicate him, hide him, put him here, put this there. If he overlaps with this section, that, or that. Yeah, let's do that. Oops. Yeah, that'll do. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. The delay's pretty rough. Like me, like everybody else. Okay, I'm gonna take a bite. Sorry, guys. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Especially that, like, if they moved under a different name, I wonder about them all the time, you know? Like, I really, really hope that they did okay for themselves and that they're still around somewhere. It's like I miss them. I miss them so bad. I'm like, I really wish you would upload more content. Like, I want to see your progress. You know, it's been like 10 years or so. Oh, more than that. 'Cause didn't YouTube start in 2009? I could be wrong. It started around that time. I remember because I was pretty young, but I don't know. I think it was 2009, but I could be wrong. But like there was stuff on there that I was like, oh dang, I really wish that, you know, this person did more, and I also hope that they're, you know, hanging in there. So yeah, the real question is how to do this is gonna be the trick. This is gonna be a challenge. I can feel it. Yeah. That'll be fine. Oh gosh, 3 minutes. Oh. I mean, some chat things I also just miss, mostly just because I just don't look up. Like I get in the zone and then I look up and I'm like, "Oh crap, there's there's something there. Whoopsies." Um yeah, I also have really bad frame rate on my end if I'm not mistaken, like um just cuz like a lot of stuff it wants me to move more and I'm not a moving kind of person. Let's see. Let's do this. Okay, cool. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna keep troubleshooting some stuff, see if it helps. Because it's probably definitely on my end, because like I haven't gotten the settings quite right for the camera or anything else like that. Yeah, it's way behind. Hmm. Mm. Mm. Yeah, we'll figure that out. Yeah. Yikes. Here, let me try something real fast. I'm gonna quit this stream and start a new one and see if that helps it a little bit. That and this one has gone over technically 3 hours, and therefore it's gonna be hard to chop up on YouTube if I'm not careful. So I'm gonna end this one real quick, and then I'm gonna start a new one, and I'll see you guys in that one. So love you guys. Keep track of that, and I'll be right back later. Okay, love you guys. Bye.